You know, when Wade was working on that U.S. shearing record with Nat Smith, they were raising funds for the Shriners Hospital. They did it as a fundraiser, sheared 894 sheep to set that U.S. record. And look at that wool flood. This is like, I think we should have a new competition here. Synchronized shearing. I mean, they're stroke for stroke, side by side.
Making them go faster.
And you know, literally, folks, you can count the strokes that these two shearers are making. They're making every one of them count. They're not going back over the same area a second time if they cannot at all avoid it. They're both shearing as clean as they can. But Tony pulled ahead. I think Wade had a bit of maybe a bit of a wool tuft there on the one shoulder. They went back together. Didn't want to leave that and get points added on at the back. If they do leave ridges or tufts of wool, we're going to give them penalty points. If they have to go back over the same area a second time, we're going to give them penalty points for that. You want to make sure that they're harvesting as much of this valuable wool as they possibly can. We're going to send this off to market, and it'll probably go into the wool carpeting industry, or maybe to make our beautiful felt cowboy hats or your pool table cover. The fine kind of wool that we would use to make a beautiful wool suit, for example, would probably come from a fine wool sheep like a Rambouillet or a merino sheep. Those are the merino raised primarily in Australia and New Zealand. Here in North America, we typically raise more what we would call a meat breed of sheep. The meat breed of sheep is more popular here in North America than the wool breed of sheep. But we do shear all of the meat breeds and all of the wool breeds. We do shear them on an annual basis. All right. Tony finishes his second, goes back for his third. Wade caught up some time on his second, only a few more strokes to go, and he'll be done his second as well. And now we're both working our third sheep. Game is real close. All right, and look at Wade go there. He's trying to make up some time. He says, I'm not letting Tony beat me. Believe you me, Wade does not want that to happen here today. But remember, it's not a racehorse. It's not who finishes shearing first. They must also shear very cleanly and harvest as much of that wool as they possibly can. Look at that, and Wade did catch up. Now, we try and keep our pens as equal as possible, but the shearers do not get to pick which sheep they are shearing or anything like that. We try and keep the pens to match as closely as we can with the four sheep, as even as possible. But every sheep is still going to shear a little differently. There might be something under the wool that we don't know about when we're sorting them out. Maybe some birds or some sand and dirt in there that might slow the shearer down as well. Look at them, they are so close together. This is awesome to watch.
Oh, these guys are really, they are, but... Oh, yeah.
And look at that, almost simultaneously. Excellent. We did bring over the chuck wagon judges for a photo finish on that one, folks, don't we? Great job for Wade Cochran and Tony Trundle. And now we'll start tabulating some scores, and then we'll be able to tell you who our top two shearers are who'll be back for the finals.